Well, hi, this is Lance. Today we're having a look at some Prime Day specials because, it's Prime Day. These will be specifically ones that I can actually find in Europe because most of the people that I follow on YouTube, etc., always seem to be in the States, and those deals are not always the same deals as we can get here in Europe. So I decided to compile a list of some of my favorite things that I found and some of them that I've purchased. So let's get started. First off, we have the EF EcoFlow Magnetic Power Bank, 10,000 milliamp silver wireless portable charger, 65 watt fast charging. So it comes with a built-in, let's have a look at the pictures here. It comes with a built-in USB-C cable, so you can plug it directly into your laptop or anything like that. And of course it's got wireless Q2 charging on the back, which is pretty much good for any modern day phone, be it Android or iPhone. It was 71 euros. It's now running at 59.99. So let's call it 60 euros. That's a fairly decent 16% discount on that. Next up, I recently did a little put together on one of these mini drives that you can plug into anything, your phone, your laptop on the go, and etc, etc. And these drives all take these mini, well, I wouldn't call them mini, but the 2230 NVMe drives. And they're actually on special right now, the 2 terabyte variant, which is the best at the moment. So we have the Crucial P310 2 terabyte PCIe Gen 4 2230 NVMe drive. And this was 175 euros. We're now running at 128.24. So that's a 27% discount there. If you need one of those, now's the time. Something else I found was the Elgato Wave Mic Arm Pro. This is the updated variant of, I don't know how long they've been bringing these out. They brought out the first variant, which had its flaws, and then the second variant they sort of updated it without telling anybody, and that one was slightly better and fixed most of the flaws. This now has a gas-powered spring in it, so that you can set the strength of the arm, basically. So you can carry most mics, definitely, and sometimes even small cameras and that type of thing. So it's well worth the money. So it's well worth the money even after you're paying your Elgato tax. It was running at 200 euros. You can now pick it up for 144, call it 145 euros. That's a 28% discount. Next we have one of my favorite brands of a photographic backpack. If you're into your photography or generally just like traveling with a lot of geek equipment, then this is one of the better choices out there. This is the Lowepro ProTactic BP 450 AWE third edition, sorry. This normally runs at 300 euros. You can now pick it up for basically 250 euros. That's a 17% discount there. Well worth it if you do need something like this. These backpacks are very rugged and they last forever, basically. Next up, we have the GameSir G8 Galileo Type-C mobile game controller. Basically, any device that has a Type-C connected to it, so your newer iPhones, Android phones, etc., you'll be able to play using this controller. It has Hall effect joysticks, sorry. And I've only got good things to say about this review to follow. But as you can see by the ratings, there's 510 ratings and it's got a 4.4 out of 5. That's a pretty decent rating. So you can be fairly secure on that one. Normally runs at 90 euros. You can now get it for 73 euros, which is a 19% discount. Next up, I was trying to find some wireless earbuds for just general usage with a game controller or with my little consoles or your Switch 2 or anything like that. And I found these. These are the CMF earbuds. It's by Nothing. They make all of these CMF devices. And the earbuds 2 wireless are a very decent deal at 35 euros you can get them for now. They're normally 50 euros only, which is really a good price anyway. But now you can get them in various colors. You can have them in, I see a lot of the colors have sold out already, but you can still get them in other colors. And that's a 30% discount on that. Keeping along the same lines as the CMF earbuds, you also have the CMF Phone 2 Pro, which is a fairly decent Android phone. Does everything that you need to do it, looks good while doing it, and you can get it in different colors as well, running at 209 euros. This is normally a 250 euro phone, which is still a really well priced phone, but now you can get it for 210 euros, call it 209 euros. That's a 16% discount. And well worth it if you're looking for just a decent phone to walk around with every day. Next up, I found some speakers because I'm actually looking for some speakers for my editing Mac instead of using a headset all the time. And I found these, which are currently running a very decent special. Now, they have a very good rating. You can see a 4.3 with 536 reviews at the time, ratings at the time, sorry. They normally run at 140 euros. You can now pick them up for 105 euros. That's a 25% discount. They are good looking, they have a remote, and they have multiple connections on the back so that you can pretty much plug them into anything that you want to plug them into. These I actually purchased a while ago. As you can see you purchased these on 23rd of September 2023 at the top there. They are a magnet that you can stick to an external drive. I did a sort of DIY project here. Let me show you quickly. A while ago where I took a drive and I demolished it and put one of these things on the back of it so that it could stick onto the back of my phone and plug directly into the phone so that I could record video directly to this, and then I could just take it off, throw it into a backpack, and nobody's the wiser. So these devices here, this one has been working since 2023 very well. It sticks very well to whatever drive that you're using to, and the magnet doesn't damage because it's got this nice rubber coating on, so it doesn't damage whatever you're sticking it to, whatever phone you're sticking it to, or anything else. So these are now on special, and I have been using it for a while. As I said, they're normally 16 euros. You can now pick them up for 13.59. That's a 15% saving. So well worth it if you want to pick up a couple of these for your own little DIY projects. Speaking of DIY projects, we have Cricut Maker 4 Essentials Pack. This is a printer / cutter that will cut basically stickers, vinyl that you can iron onto t-shirts, all that type of thing, cardboard. So for all your DIY projects, if you're doing 3D printing and you want to print some decals to stick onto that, and or if you're a mother and you want to help your kids with a science project or an art project or whatever at school, this is what you need. It normally runs at 500 euros. You can now pick it up for 420 euros. That's a 16% discount. And on a printer that is not a cheap thing, that's a fairly decent discount. Next up, we have some bling. Now, I actually purchased one of these. As you can see there, I actually purchased it yesterday because this special is really good. This is the Govee Pixel Light Gaming Rectangle. This is the bigger version. You get a smaller version, which you can see down here. And at the moment, the bigger version, which is normally 130 euros, is now the same price as the discounted smaller version, which is also at the same price, 69 euros. So, call it 70 euros. The smaller version is normally 100 euros, and this version is normally 130 euros. So that's a 46% discount on this right now. And to be honest, the smaller one is the same price right now than the bigger one. I would obviously just grab the bigger one because value. And of course the review will follow. If you're into home security, we have the Reolink 5 megabyte megapixel, video doorbell, power over Ethernet with chime. This is a nice alternative to somebody that just wants a video doorbell and wants it plugged directly into their network, and you have the facilities to do power over Ethernet, which I do, and I'm actually thinking about getting a couple of these for my front door and my office door. So this is normally 120 euros. You can now pick it up for 90 euros. That's a 25% discount. And for those of you into 3D printing and art and that type of thing, or well, just even arts and crafts, you have the Fantic F2 Master Mini Cordless Multifunction Tool. This basically has a whole lot of different connections to it that you can magnetically click into it, and it uses for filing and drilling, very small, delicate things, for cutting out. I believe you can even use it for writing on glass. So if you want to do some art on glass, that type of thing, this is the way to go. Engraving. This normally runs at 90 euros. You can now pick it up for 56.51. That's a saving of 37%. Speaking of 3D printing and alike, if you do have a 3D printer, you do know that keeping your filament nice and dry when you live in a damp or wet area is quite a thing, and makes quite a difference when you're doing your 3D printing, whether the 3D printer is going to come out decently. So here we have a filament dryer. This is the Creality Space PI X4 filament dryer. This can take 4 reels of filament and keep them dry, dehumidify them in other words. And it's for various materials. This is now on special. It's normally 220 euros. You can pick this up for 166 euros 25, which is a fairly strange price. But that's a 24% discount on that right now. And for something that is not cheap to start off with, a nice discount is always good. Here we have something else that I've recently purchased for myself. This is the Anker Mago 3-in-1 wireless charging station. It is great. It's small, and it does all 3 of your devices if you're in the Apple ecosystem. Even if you're not in the Apple ecosystem, at least you can use 2 of those. I'm not too sure about the watch charger, if that'll work on an Android device. I'll be reviewing it obviously when it arrives, but this already has 4.7 out of 5 ratings with 525 ratings, which is very good. Normally 100 euros, you can now pick it up for 65 euros. That is a 35% discount. Rounding down to the last few items, we have, if you are lucky enough to own a Switch 2 as yet, you can now get Donkey Kong Bonanza, the Switch 2 variant, which I think they only make it for the Switch 2, I might be wrong. Is normally 70 euros. You can pick it up now for 55.64. That is a 19% discount, and seeing a discount on Nintendo things, games, at any time is good. So there's a decent prime deal for you. But last but definitely not least, the range of Alexa EX Express micro SD cards, which you obviously need these EX cards, the Express cards, for your Nintendo Switch, because they run at a whole lot faster than their normal SD cards. These ones you can get from 1 terabyte all the way down to 256 gigabyte, and they are all on Prime Day specials. So the 1 terabyte, which is normally 300 euros, normally 300 euros, is now only 200 euros. I say only like it's a thing, but that's a 33% discount. So that's from 300 down to 200. That's a decent discount. The 512 gigabyte variant was 130 euros. It's now 105. Again, that's a 19% discount. And of course, the 256 gigabyte is normally 100 euros, and it's now 60 euros. That's a 40% discount. So that's pretty good. While my voice still maintains, I'd like to thank you for watching this long, if you've watched this far. If you want any of these items, I'm putting links down below. There are affiliate links for all of these items. You can go and have a look at them. As I said in the beginning, this is mainly for the EU region, although a lot of these will carry over to the US regions. They're not all the same. That's why I decided to put this together, because these are in the EU that I found these specials running, these Prime Day deals. If you did enjoy it, please like, subscribe, all those lovely things that YouTube requires. If you do like this thing, sound out below and I will do some more. I'll do some more hunting for decent deals. Thank you, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye now.